There is a third arrest that is coming. There's 2 that's already down. The world is going to crumble when they see this next arrest. In the meantime, there's going to be deaths, distractions, and fires to hide evidence.
Denzel Washington was at this party?
Yep.
Birdman was at this party?
Yes, he was.
And Young Jock?
Yep. The earthquakes and the disasters and the things, if you don't understand, they're organized. Because what is on November 3rd? I'm telling you right now that something is wrong. Very, very, very wrong.
Y'all won't believe what's happening with Diddy's biggest whistleblower right now. She just dropped some absolutely explosive allegations about these LA fires, and trust me, it's making everyone question everything they thought they knew. According to her shocking revelations, these devastating wildfires ravaging through Los Angeles aren't just some random natural disaster. There's something far more sinister. She's claiming this is a calculated cover-up, allegedly orchestrated by powerful Hollywood elites, all in a desperate attempt to destroy evidence before Diddy's upcoming trial. I have to tell you, she's not just making empty claims. She insists she has concrete evidence to back this up. Honestly, with everything we've been witnessing in Hollywood lately, this doesn't even seem that far-fetched anymore. We've all seen how these power players operate when they feel threatened. They'll stop at nothing to protect themselves. She's been sounding these alarms for years, and now it's becoming frighteningly real. The situation in LA is absolutely devastating. These fires are relentless, completely destroying entire neighborhoods. We're seeing beautiful homes reduced to nothing but ash, and countless families are losing absolutely everything. While California is no stranger to wildfires, something about this just feels different. There's an unsettling element to it all.
More than 9,000 structures have been destroyed, more than 1,000 have been damaged, and 17 are confirmed dead.
The statistics are absolutely heartbreaking. Over 9,000 structures completely destroyed, more than 1,000 damaged, and most tragically, 17 precious lives lost. But here's where things get really interesting. Reports are surfacing about very specific properties being targeted. We're not just talking about random mansions here. There are whispers about underground tunnels allegedly connected to some extremely shady business dealings. Word is, these tunnels were being used for something truly disturbing, moving people around and concealing incriminating evidence that could blow this whole scandal wide open. Now, I have to be responsible here and remind everyone that we're dealing with speculation and conspiracy theories, so please use your own judgment. But here's what we do know for certain. Diddy is scheduled to face trial in May 2025, and the timing of these fires, it's raising some serious eyebrows. These blazes mysteriously started right after his trial date was announced. Coincidence? Well, that's what everyone's trying to figure out. Let me tell you about Allie Carter, because her story is absolutely crucial to understanding all of this. If you're not familiar with her, she's one of the alleged survivors who claims she was exploited by Hollywood's power players. She's been incredibly brave in repeatedly calling out Diddy, saying he destroyed her life. According to her heartbreaking testimony, she was brought into the industry and passed around by some of the biggest names in entertainment.
With this case, these freak-off parties, they're not freak-off parties. There's a lot that happens. There's life-size wheels that people attach children to and spin it and decide who's having in what way for coming to the party. Yeah, instead of that, there's children. They call them party favors. Okay.
It's fascinating how things change, isn't it? Back then, people were quick to dismiss her as just another conspiracy theorist. But now, with all these receipts piling up, Allie's warnings are hitting different. She's been trying to tell us for years that these elites would do something exactly like this. Just a few months ago, she predicted they'd resort to tactics like fires and explosions to destroy evidence of their alleged crimes. And now, people are finally starting to pay attention. The public reaction has been intense. One longtime LA resident shared their perspective, saying, "I used to live in LA years ago when I was 8 or 9 years old. I'm now 62 years old. I never seen LA like this before, hell no." Allie is right. Another observer noted, "As soon as the fire started there, I was like, damn, they're really burning all the evidence. I wonder how many people they will find in the fires passed away." Now let's talk about who Allie's pointing fingers at, because this gets even more shocking. Oprah Winfrey recently made headlines by announcing she's leaving the US, supposedly due to political tensions. But people are questioning the timing. Isn't it interesting that this decision comes just as Diddy's trial approaches and Allie Carter's allegations are gaining traction? Remember that wild situation back in 2020? When rumors were flying about Oprah's Florida mansion being raided? The internet was absolutely buzzing with claims about underground tunnels being discovered on her property. At the time, it was all dismissed as fake news, and Oprah herself called it baseless lies.
If you were on social media last night, you certainly saw that there were two things trending. Hashtag Oprah did what and hashtag Oprah arrested. It got so big, that's why she decided she had to address this.
But now, Allie Carter is directly challenging Oprah's denials. She's making serious allegations about Oprah's involvement in some of Hollywood's most secretive and disturbing events. According to Allie, during these LA fires, certain high-profile locations connected to these allegations were mysteriously spared, while properties linked to ongoing investigations went up in flames. But wait, there's more. Oprah isn't the only big name in Allie's revelations. Denzel Washington has been brought into this too. According to Allie, Denzel was present at one of Diddy's notorious parties where she was in attendance.
Just the same way nobody tells on Denzel Washington. We tried to back up. We've tried to tell you everything that we can, and now we have people messaging us, investigators, people that want to talk now, when now it's because it's trending.
There's this particularly intriguing story about Denzel storming out of one of these events. According to a witness, he reportedly shouted, "You don't respect anyone," before leaving with his wife in the early morning hours. People are speculating that he witnessed something truly disturbing. Adding another layer to this, comedian Brandon T. Jackson once shared some cryptic advice he received from Denzel about Hollywood parties. Apparently, Denzel told him to always leave 30 minutes before the devil gets there. In light of Allie's claims, that warning takes on a whole new meaning. Allie's most disturbing allegations center around a particular party at the Playboy Mansion between 2009 and 2010. She claims artists like Birdman and Young Jock were present, and what she describes is absolutely horrifying. According to her account, little people were referred to as party favors and forced into unthinkable situations. One particularly disturbing detail involves the use of body cakes, people being forced to lie on tables as serving platters with food placed on them.
Time he locked me in containers with his shipment of kids. There were kids in there that didn't speak English. There were kids that were sick.
The situation gets even more serious when you consider that Diddy and Jay-Z are currently facing accusations of assaulting a Jane Doe, who was just 13 years old back in 2000 at the MTV Awards. With these fires allegedly destroying evidence, according to Allie, people are wondering if crucial proof related to these allegations might have been lost forever. And let's not forget about Ellen DeGeneres. She's been caught up in this too. There have long been whispers about her involvement in Hollywood's shadier dealings, and Allie's claims are bringing these back to the surface. Interestingly, Ellen recently moved away, just like Oprah, which is only adding fuel to the speculation.
All right, we're back with Sean Diddy Combs. Is it Diddy today? Because sometimes you're Puffy and sometimes you're Diddy. Or sometimes you're Daddy. What are you today?
I'm so confused today with it, as long as you say it in a nice way.
All right.
Just all right.
Yeah. Diddy.
This right here is the new Ciroc mango.
This whole situation takes on an even darker tone when you consider Allison Holker's new book revealing Twitch's struggles with substances. People are starting to question if Ellen's alleged connection to Diddy's parties might have had some influence on Twitch. Was his death really what it seemed, or is there more to this story that we don't know?
But it also helped me process that he was going through so much. And he was hiding so much, and there must have been a lot of shame in that. And he was wrestling with a lot inside himself, and he was trying to self-medicate and cope with all those feelings because he didn't want to put it on anyone.
The internet's reaction to all this has been absolutely explosive. People are not holding back in their comments about Allie Carter's claims in these LA fires. One person pointed out something very suspicious. Water reservoir is empty, but they say they're full. No cleanup to help prevent any of this fire from even happening. But no, can't do that. This was death done on purpose, no doubt. Another observer noted something particularly interesting. Ellen J. Lowe and so on left beforehand on a plain funny thing. They all fled very fast. And here's one that's really got people talking. Diddy did tell his son on the leaked phone call to get rid of all the pizza boxes, all of them, and recycle the plastic, which we know pizza in that land always was a reference for children. And so ironically now he needs to recycle all the plastic, aka what plastic containers, I assume. And this was a week before the fires. So
listen, do not entertain none of this nonsense and nothing over the phone. I'm gonna need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. The what? All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes.
here we are, faced with all these shocking allegations and mysterious circumstances. What do you make of it all? Are Allie Carter's claims finally getting the attention they deserve? And these fires, are they really just a terrible coincidence, or is there something more sinister happening behind the scenes? Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below, hit that like button, and subscribe to stay updated on all the latest developments. And make sure to check out our next video on the end screen for even more shocking stories straight from the US.